Technology operations have to advance. It's the nature of technology to grow exponentially, new capabilities being added every day. Keeping up is a big challenge. And so one of the major things that we have to do is find room to do new things. Now, what do I mean by find room? Well, everything we do takes resources. And so if we're going to keep doing all the things we do now and continue to add new features like video conferencing or chat for everyone on the campus, well, where are we going to find the resources to do those things? Fortunately, technology has another edge. The things you do last year are cheaper every year. Disk space gets cheaper every year. Bandwidth gets cheaper every year. And so as long as we can harness those new technologies, we can run all the services we have today cheaper next year. But only if we pay attention. Only if we figure out how. Now that process we call IT simplification. And we have two concepts that we repeatedly apply in order to try to achieve those gains. One is the concept of one, and the other is the concept of zero. Now the concept of one, briefly stated, is do it well, do it once, do it everywhere. So what do we mean? Well, obviously, if you're going to do anything, you've got to do it well. There's no use using technology if it isn't done well. But once we figured out how to do it well, we have to eliminate the differences in the ways in which we do it. For example, maybe we image machines, put software on a whole family of machines. If we do that 5 or 6 different ways, each one of those ways is more expensive than if we did it just one way and did it well. And then every investment that we make can be done in the one way that we do it so that we can get better faster. So that's sort of the idea behind concept of one. To any place where you find more than one way of doing something, you analyze those ways to understand, is there a possibility of collapsing those ways into a single way? What about concept of zero? Concept of zero is a more controversial one. That one says that you shouldn't do it at all if you can find someone else who's bigger than you who can do it better, faster, and cheaper. Now, this is a controversial one because it feels like, that's the concept that puts me out of a job. But as I said, technology is advancing every day. And so if we're not continually finding ways to reinvent ourselves, then all we do is fall behind, which isn't safe for the people providing the technology and isn't a good buy for the people who are paying for it. So this idea of concept of zero is to find things that can be done at other scales, like Google Apps or Gmail or iTunes University, any of those kinds of things where someone else is doing these things at an enormous scale so they can do them much faster than us. When we get out of that business, we can get into other businesses, those new ones that are continually coming along. So that's the idea behind IT simplification. Concept of one, do it once, do it well, do it everywhere. And concept of zero, don't do it at all. Find somebody else to do it.